Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. All right. So, look, they're trying to break out. They're trying to break out above the range. You can see it there. They've engaged the upper band yesterday and today. So, we have an upper band ride. So, it's really all in the Bulls' court today. And, you know, we've been here many times before. They've exceeded these prior highs. From back here at 42.08 half from February. So basically these are, I'm pretty sure, hold on. We're scrolling. Yes. These are yearly highs. Although I don't put much stock in that. It's just fun to say. But the onus is on the Bulls to follow through. They have to stay out of the box. And what I would say to the bears and to the shorts is, how many freaking chances did you need to execute down there? So look, let's go to the hourly chart. We talked about this yesterday a little bit. When you are making lower lows here, Thursday, Friday last week, Monday to Tuesday this week, when you are controlling closes, and then suddenly, you know, that's a one-off. They take it down yesterday. You know, Europe Open bought it. They retested it Wednesday morning. This is really where they blew it. You want to circle an area? Right here. Not following through on the Tuesday close. And then, you know, they give all this up over the course of Wednesday. They don't get it back yesterday. And lo and behold, there's a morning dip that gets bought, gets confirmed. They close near the highs. It's been a very tight Globex range, only 13.5 handles in the overnight. But the point I'm trying to make is, look, there's only so many times you're going to get that chance to turn things around and head down below 4,100, get into 40s, get into 39s, and stay there. And it's not like the bears haven't had the news flow. The news flow has not been rainbows, lollipops, and unicorns. It's been debt ceilings and geopolitical conflict and inflation and crappy earnings and all of it. But price is a forward-thinking mechanism. It's forward-thinking on the way down. It's forward-thinking on the way up. And when price stops doing what one side or the other wants to do down in these contested areas, and it's not like, you know, we haven't hung around here for, a month in that box. Whoever wins that box is going to win the next 100 handles or so, at least. We talked yesterday about, historical compression. For this tape, that's pretty tight. It's not a 2016 dead tape, but for this, it's pretty tight. So here are words that you need to avoid paying attention to today. The market is overbought. That's bullshit. We've been hanging around in this box forever. It's parabolic. Also bullshit. It is not parabolic. It is barely broken out from this big old long box. It's getting frothy. Total bullshit. Okay? That's all bullshit. That is people talking their books, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not a permabull, because if we'd have broken out in the other direction, I would be telling you, we're oversold. Bullshit. We can't go down anymore. Bullshit. This thing's exhausted to the downside. Bullshit. This thing has been jammed in here for a month. It's going to work it off. The bears pretty much have today and maybe Monday to avoid a real serious drag them all to the upside, everybody hates it, tweets about it all day, type of rally. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. And I would be saying the same thing about the Bulls if the Bears were taking it down. In fact, I was when we were doing this. This is really where things got screwed up. They needed to follow through on that. So look at price for what it is, not what you want it to be. And don't start making assumptions about moves, whether they're hard to the upside or hard to the downside as being over just because it's convenient for your book for it to be over. That's not being a trader. That's being a freaking cheerleader. Again, that's not being a trader. That's being a cheerleader. Masked as an analyst, masked as a I don't even know what. Trade price. Take profits where you find them. Let runners work. So, we spent the middle part of yesterday. We were long off the open. We spent the middle part of yesterday shorting the 90 area because it really looked like it wanted to come in. They brought it down to 72 yesterday afternoon, and they really screwed up. It created another higher low, like right there. Yeah, 72.5. So by the time it got back to 88, we were in from 90. It's like, well, you have two choices. You can either be stubborn and fight it, and then you don't get to make any handles, or you just say, okay, well, let's try the other direction. I didn't think it was going to do all that, but it clearly didn't want to go down. And that hourly mid-band, you can see it there, started to support price for a couple of hours. So right now we're in the 88 area. We still have a runner working, and for now that's good enough. And if that ends up being the rest of the week, it ends up being the rest of the week. I'll put my feet up and watch this thing climb if that's what they want to do with it. I'll be very curious. Do I think this hourly mid-band gets tested in the light of day today? Probably. If you're a short or a bear, you better freaking hope so. Because if it doesn't even want a piece of that, then they really are going to drag them to the upside. But when things like this start to happen, you have a decision to make. Do you want to be a trader? Or do you want to be a cheerleader? If you want to be a cheerleader, then you complain for 40 handles as it does this. If you want to be a trader, you'll get involved at some point. That's a big distinction, and it's the difference between profitability and consistency versus having a couple of good days, then giving it back, a couple of good days, and then giving it back. Because the couple of good days, price went the way your brain wanted it to go. And then giving it back was because it wasn't doing that. And you're trying to fit your theory into price. That is death over time. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Come see us. We'd love to meet you. All the best. Talk Monday. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.